Hey everyone, this video is going to show you how to set up and manage polls in FranchiseBlast. FranchiseBlast polling system makes it easy for franchisees to submit information to their corporate office. This includes monthly P&L information, manager walkthroughs, and picture confirmation that franchisees have set up new equipment and new processes. To get started, we set up your polling questionnaire in the system. You can manually create the questionnaire in FranchiseBlast yourself or simply send a copy of your questionnaire to support@franchiseblast.com. Once the questionnaire has been loaded, you can start setting up the poll definition. We start by choosing the store group, selecting the questionnaire we want to use, and adding some context about the poll for franchisees. We then set the frequency of the poll, pick the date for it to send, and choose when the poll will stop receiving answers. We can now determine how people will be notified to complete the poll. When we set up the first notification, we pick whether we want to poll the franchisees, store manager, or anyone else who's listed as a store staff for the location. This notification will be sent by email. In addition to sending the poll to franchisees by email, we can set up notifications to continue resending the link to franchisees who haven't completed the questionnaire. You can add as many of these reminders as you'd like. In the final step, we set a date range that relates to the information that's being collected. If we're collecting last month's P&L data, then the date is set for the previous month. If this was a manager walkthrough, then the date range would be the same day. So that's it for setting up the poll definition. Let's review how it'll send to the franchisees. So this says that we're going to send previous month sales and health and safety checklist to all of the franchisees on a monthly basis on the 5th of every month at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The poll is going to stop receiving answers after 10 days, and it's going to send to the franchisees by email with reminders every day for the first few days. Now, having the poll automatically send to franchisees removes a lot of legwork involved in collecting information, but corporate teams need to know which franchisees have completed their polls and to be able to analyze the information that's collected. For this, they can log in to see what's been submitted so far by navigating to the polls page and selecting the poll. We see here that 73% of franchisees have submitted their polls so far. So if you're a VP of operations and you have access to the entire system, then this would represent 73% of all locations polled. If you're a coach and you only have access to your own territory, then this shows that 73% of the franchisees in your territory have submitted the poll so far. If you look at the results tab, you see the results for each location. The Not Requested tab shows any locations that have an incorrect email address in FranchiseBlast. The Requested shows anyone who's received the poll but hasn't opened it yet. The Started tab shows all of the franchisees who at least clicked on the link, opened up the questionnaire, and either closed it down or started to submit some information. And the Completed tab shows anyone who's completed and submitted their polls. We can drill into any one of these results to see exactly what each one of these franchisees have submitted. Now, the Analytics tab gives an overview of all of the information that was collected and a response rate for some of the questions. You can drill into these again to see the response rate by location. When you start collecting information using polling, it's a good idea to add a polling widget to the dashboard for the people responsible for managing the information. This shows a breakdown of which franchisees still need to submit their poll and an overview for the last week, the last month, or any other custom date range that you choose. Another key feature for managing poll results is the poll summary email that's sent to the corporate team once the poll closes. This provides a breakdown of who has submitted their polls and also includes a link to the polling response page that we showed earlier.